Call the Guaranteed Life Insurance Helpline today. Get your guaranteed acceptance policy and lock in your guaranteed special Medicare enrollment period. If you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare, you may be eligible for a special enrollment period. Call the number on your screen now for your free Medicare benefits checkup. Enrollment in a Medicare Part C plan, also known as Medicare Advantage, is not automatic. Call for your free Medicare. Under 10 seconds. She didn't request another call. Well, Angel is matching the number with the numerical sequencing program. This is the number. This has to be the number. I'm running a numerical sequencing program to see if there's a match with any of our victims, but I'm coming up with nothing. The number is a GPS location. Everybody out. It's a kid, isn't it? Terrence Gilroy had a remodeled right ulna from a break when he was a teen. This is the boy she kidnapped. Call the parents. Why did she lead us here, Ruth? Why did she want us to find him? Coffee mate is the world's biggest coffee lover. Because you are? Because I have a sign. Do you have a sign? No, we don't have a sign. Fine, you're the biggest coffee lover. 1 second, you feel safe. And then? It's all right. Well, you still do. At Domino's, we've heard in focus groups that some people don't love our classic crust. You doughy? Not thin enough. But here's another pizza. All ingredients come together. So what if I told you this was Domino's? Introducing Domino's New York style pizza. The moment I met him, I knew he was my soulmate. 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 Why do you need me? And we switched to T-Mobile 5G home internet, and now his attention is spent elsewhere. I was thinking of him the whole time. Worse. Why is that thing in bed with you? Where it gets the best signal from the cell tower. I've tried everywhere else in the house. There's always a new excuse. Well, if we got Xfinity, you wouldn't have to mess around with the connection. Therapy's tough, huh? It's like a lot about me. A home router should never be a home wrecker. Oh, this is a good book title. Expedition Unknown is back. We're going everywhere. This is a plane. Africa's Atlantis. This is a boat from Santa Claus. Expedition Unknown, an all-new adventure. Wednesday at 9 on Discovery and streaming on Max. The critics have spoken. So you either have the skills or you don't. This is $100,000 on the line. To the legend, bro. Last Man Standing. The battle continues Sunday at 8 on Discovery.
Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about anything. Just focus on what you can focus on and just go to work.
Little bad blood pregame in the warm-up line. It was just weird because we just all vibing and whatnot, and then my guy Granny, he up and ready for all the games or whatever. We just talking junk, this, that, and the third, and I just see a guy just walk up on him and like get in their face. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever it is to like protect my team. I didn't throw a punch because you get fined or ejected, so I just threw a little headbutt.
You're the captain, and I need you to be you. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm talking to him right now, Walt. I'm talking to him right now. Okay. So I know you gotta protect yourself. You went in and headbutted him.
Hey, I just made him a face.
I understand. That's why I'm giving you a break.
Yes,
I expect a lot from you because you have such a good reputation.
I didn't use my hand. That's why I just
did good. Okay. All right. So I just want to tell you that there was a lot of excitement going on. I want to come over and tell you, hey, be the captain for me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I love all that stuff.
Keep that shit controlled, Bo. Don't let them get us out on game, Bo. All right? That's 100%. We here now. We here now. What do you say, boys? What do you say? How fun is this?
The 49ers will be on offense at about the 16-yard line.
Deebo Samuel on the sweep. Gets it up. Samuel with a strong run. That's a good start.
I need to go get my shoulder looked at, bro. Like when I lift it, that shit like hurt right there.
How about this?
Yeah, it's right there. Like,
This thing?
no. It's just like all my muscles around it. It's like that shit hurt.
Oh, part of the front here?
Like I can't lift it.
It's shut down?
Yeah.
I got a jet sweep, went around the right corner, and guy hit me like in my bicep. I get hit pretty good, like every now and then, and I didn't think nothing of it.
And it's Juan Thornhill who got into a pushing altercation with Deebo pregame, who gets down to make the tackle.
So I'm thinking like my arm is gonna come back, and it's like numb, and it's like really hurting.
We'll see what's up with Deebo Samuel as he went into the blue tent.
It's got hit right on there.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like right here. One right here.
That shit fucking hurt. That's a nice up.
I can't really go back to give strength.
Fuck, man.
Excuse me, shut down right now?
I feel like that shit just dead.
It's 7-0 49ers. Concern here. Deebo Samuel now going to get checked out.
And it gets sharp.
It gets sharp.
Yeah.
When you try to move it.
I got no strength in my fucking my arm.
Deebo Samuel is out of this game with a shoulder injury.
I don't know how to get these pads off.
I'll find a way.
Deebo's gone, man. Shoulder. Hey, Deebo. Sorry, man. Strain? It's still bad. Is it, you get like a stinger? Either I don't know what that feels like. Knock on wood.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Niner defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, but you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Falcons at 10-2 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
19 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Again, it's Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mooney, the motion man right. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Let's go now. Nineteen tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
2nd and 15. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Pickens going in motion left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to. Like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Third down at 6. Purdy now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Niners 10, Falcons nothing. Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
2nd and 14. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll set up a throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Purdy. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Rig alert, rig alert.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date